Greetings, friends. I come to you today from the beloved atrium. Like many of you, I spent the past weekend wrapping Christmas presents for loved ones. And one of my spiritual practices when I'm wrapping gifts is to say prayers for the recipients, to offer up their lives and all that's going on with them to God as I wrap when I'm not looking for the scissors or tape, that is. I've been thinking a lot about gift giving and all the gifts that I have been given over time. And as I was wrapping presents for Caleb and Ruthie, one gift in particular really stuck out to me. And I went down memory lane. When I was 11 years old, my father unexpectedly passed away, and leaving my mom and my two sisters and I to figure out what life looked like without him. That first Christmas, we were all a bit nervous, not knowing what it was going to be like, missing our dad, missing the glue that held the family together. And I remember waking up that Christmas morning and looking under the Christmas tree, and I saw this, a guitar. Truth be told, I had always wanted a guitar because I wanted to teach myself how to play so that I could be on the worship team at a camp that I went to every summer, so that I could help lead worship, so I could sing praise and play songs to God. I never, 27 years later, never understood how my mom made it happen. We weren't in a place where we had the resources. But she did. She made Christmas come alive that year. And 27 years later, I still play this guitar for worship in this church alone, at church camps, in my den with my two kids and with John. And it's the gift that keeps on giving. I've been thinking about some other gifts as well as we prepare for Christ's birth and receiving him again this Christmas. Behind me, in this atrium, which I sit, is another gift that keeps on giving. You all have given me a gift that you didn't even know you were given, in that you've provided me with a space to live into my ministry, to live into my baptismal vows, to share the good news with people who enter into this campus. This atrium has become a space for grace, a welcoming center, a center for hospitality, where strangers become friends and where I'm able to welcome people into this sacred campus, in this sanctuary. That courtyard behind me, I've already made so many incredible relationships because of that space. Just this past year, I was invited into a celebration with a recovery group. A woman in that group was celebrating 6 years of sobriety. And on that courtyard, on top of that labyrinth, we broke bread with one another. We ate pizza, we shared stories. Members of that group encouraged one another and lifted one another up. Every Wednesday in Advent, we have been gathering around that Christmas tree, watching kids play and reconnect after being apart for months. I've seen kids tying each other's shoes on those benches. We've fed the hungry in Lancaster City through those glass doors behind me. This has become a place of refuge for so many. It is, like this guitar, a gift that keeps giving. Now, I know this pandemic has been difficult for many of you. Job insecurities, financial instability, not knowing what your future might hold. But I know for others, we've done okay through the past 10 months. One thing about this gift that I'm sitting in and that is behind me is that it's not paid for yet. The reality is we still have a loan. It's almost complete, but we're not quite there yet. My husband and I, over the past month, have really been praying about being a part of this gift, of doing what we can, prayerfully and discerning what we can afford so that this gift can keep being a beacon of light for our community here in Lancaster. You may have noticed in the messenger last month that there's a Christmas tree. We're $120,000 away from putting a nice bow on this package and calling it a day so that we can move on to other ministries that are calling for our attention. So I invite you to join me, if you are able, to prayerfully consider what you can give. Is there a gift that you can put under this tree so that we continue the legacy that has been built from those who have gone before us? Friends, you are so loved, you are so missed, and we are so excited to celebrate the incarnation and the gift of Christ's birth with you this week. I have my gift, and I offer it back to a campus and a community that has given so much to me. I invite you to join me. God bless.